So what's it like working with a virtual assistant? A lot of people ask me that. It's kind of an odd question, but maybe if you've never worked with virtual assistants, it's a bit intriguing and you're wondering what it's like working with these people who are generally overseas, from a different culture, maybe have a different first language. Let me tell you what it's really like. Coming right up. So you might think it's a little bit awkward working with a virtual assistant who's overseas, different culture, different first language, and I'm a relative newcomer to this. I actually started working with an overseas virtual assistant in 2012, so that's 8 years ago for me. What's it like? Great. In a word, great. I wish I had discovered the whole concept a lot earlier. Why do I say it's great? Let me just preface it with something first, because I see a lot of discussion online and on videos about utilizing the services of virtual assistants overseas, and a lot of people kind of treat them like, I don't know, like robots or these faceless people who are helping you, at the end of an email or something. That's weird. Virtual assistants are just like having people in your own office, almost. They're just in a different office. And we're all so used to working at home these days, it's perfectly natural. So don't think of them as, these things on the end of an email. They're people. And they're great people to work with. So what's it been like for me over the last 8 years? Fantastic, to be honest. And probably 4 things really stand out for me. One is less stress in my business. So I was working crazy hours, like really, really crazy hours, 100 hours a week at least. And if you're a small business owner and if you're particularly a startup, it's really hard to afford admin staff to help you. And you end up doing all the stuff yourself, which is crazy. So a lot of that can be easily delegated to a virtual assistant. So less stress, absolutely. The other thing is it's like, particularly if you're a solopreneur, if you're working on your own, it gets really lonely. Well, now you've got a teammate to work with you, someone who's got your back, and a really good VA has got your back. They're keeping track of tasks, and I see this a lot online. People talk about how to manage the VA. My VAs manage me to a degree. I have an executive assistant who's great, and she makes sure that I'm aware of appointments that are coming up, that I've followed up sales calls, so it really does work both ways. It's fantastic. It's just like having an executive assistant in the next room. So I have that feeling now of comfort that someone's got my back and they're kind of looking out for me, which is really awesome. Number 3, without a doubt, I reckon, in terms of benefits, is boosting your business. Virtual assistants allow you in the early stages of your business, particularly when you can't afford support staff, to make that jump, to cut your own hours, to take the stress off, but also they can be doing the tasks that are easily delegated to them, and you can focus on the business building tasks. That might be the sales, the marketing, the delivery to customers and so on. So all of the peripheral and sort of admin support tasks you can delegate, and you have more time to actually do the more critical tasks in the business, which is generally what the owner should be doing. So absolutely boosting business. When I first started working with virtual assistants, I think I had 2 businesses. I've now got 5. It's easy. So I've just got this team of people to help me. Life is so much easier. And I suppose number 4, again, particularly for solo operators, is you've got a team around you. And what I find is that many people start off with one virtual assistant. It's usually a personal assistant or something like that. And then you find that as your business is growing, you need more support and you start adding to your virtual assistant team. And it's great. It's just like having staff in your own office almost. Imagine now if you had a team of 6 people in your business, local people that were working for you, that at this time in August 2020, they'd probably all be working at home. It's no different than with a virtual assistant. You've got your team of people and they're working at home or they're working in an office overseas, and it's just the same. And I'll put a link to another video about communication with your virtual assistant, because that's something that a lot of people kind of don't get. And the communication is just like the communication you would have with people in your office. So think of them that way. They're your team members. They're part of your business, and communicate that way. But I'll explain it in another video. So what's it like working with a virtual assistant? Great. Obviously, you've got to pick the right ones. I'm very lucky. I have a fantastic team. We get on really well. We work hard. We enjoy having a bit of fun together. And without their help, I'd be going batty. I can tell you with the amount of work that I would have to get through. So if you're wondering, have a look around on the channel. There is videos on this channel about all aspects of working with virtual assistants, where to find them and how much to pay them and the pros and cons and all kinds of stuff. But this week, I just wanted to share what's it like working with them. Great. Thanks for watching. And you know the score now on this channel if you've been here before. If you enjoy the content on the channel, do comment, do provide feedback. I love that. It helps me work out new topics on the videos. And if you're enjoying the videos, why not subscribe? There's that little red subscribe button down there. And if you hit the bell, then you get notified every time we have a new video coming out. And they're generally coming out on a Tuesday evening, Sydney time. So thanks for tuning in. And if you're new to the world of virtual assistants, have a look around the site and have a look around the channel rather, you'll find some great information, and you'll see why people who utilize the services of virtual assistants have businesses that are growing quicker and they're less stressed. See you next week.